Good morning, boys and girls. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Good evening, boys and girls, whenever you watch this. Today we're going to talk about denotation and connotation, or denotive or connotation. So, a denotation is actually the specific, exact, concrete meaning of a word. This is the meaning you're going to find in the dictionary. So if I looked up mother, the definition would be female or parent. The connotation is the attitude, feeling, and emotions aroused by a word, like caused by the word. Like mother is positive, the attitude is good. Feelings like love and respect, emotion, security, warmth, things like that. How you feel the word means. A word can have a positive connotation or negative connotation. Sometimes words have different connotations to different people because of their experiences and the words that you use. So here are some examples. Like I said, different experience. So like youthful versus childish. Which one is more positive? Which one's more negative? I would say youthful is more positive, childish is more negative. Plump versus fat. Plump, I'd say, is more positive. Fat is more negative. Curious versus nosy. I would say curious is more positive. If I call somebody nosy, that's a negative connotation. So scientists and philosophers focus on denotations of words in order to communicate exact meanings. Writers of literature, like when you read your novels, they rely more heavily on the connotation in order to invoke an emotional response in the reader. So here are some examples. Aunt Myrna is proud of her nephew George. Aunt Willa, by contrast, disapproves of everything George does. So let's see how their different views of George determine the language they use. The fact is, George likes to save money when he's shopping. So Aunt Myrna says he's thrifty. Aunt Willa says he's stingy. So you can see Myrna more positive, Willa more negative. We would just say he likes to save money. That's the denotation. Both of these words refer to saving monies, but like we said, thrifty suggests George is smart, knows how to find bargains. Stingy depicts George as a greedy and lacking generosity. How about another one? The fact is George works hard. That's the denotive meaning. Aunt Myrna says he's very focused on his job. Aunt Willa says he's obsessed with his job. So we have works hard, focused, and obsessed. So works hard is the denotation meaning, denotive meaning. Positive would be focused. Implies someone's interested in what they're doing. Obsessed suggests that they're addicted to it and there's a problem. So politicians and advertisers try to choose words with positive connotations to make their message more appealing. On the other hand, if you're angry at someone, you may choose a word with a negative connotation to describe them. Sorry about that. So here's some practice. So get out a piece of paper, number it 1 to 5, and then these sentences, I want you to pick the more positive connotation. So which one sounds better? Jason asked or pestered his parents for a new bike. Number 2, Anna thought the book was amusing or silly. Number 3, Dave saw a group or mob of people standing on the corner. 4, Carlos enjoys usual, should be unusual, sorry about that, I thought I fixed it, or bizarre science fiction films. And 5, Karen is being firm or stubborn about her opinions. So fill those out. On the next page will be the answers. Here are the answers. Jason asked his parents. Anna thought the book was amusing. David saw a group of people. Carlos enjoys unusual science fiction films. Karen is being firm about her opinions. So let's do the opposite now. Which one has a more negative connotation of these word pairs? So number 1, flimsy or delicate. 2, confident or arrogant. 3, odor, aroma. 4, gossip or news. 5, gaze or glare. 6, smile or smirk. Pick the one that's more negative. Pause it here if you need to. Here are your answers. So number 1, the more negative is flimsy. 2 is arrogant. 3 is odor. 4 is gossip. 5 is glare. And 6 is smirk. One more page. So what I want you to do here is which one is the positive connotation, the negative connotation, or just the denotative definition part. So look at the 3 words and kind of decide which one is which by process of elimination. So home, shack, house, shack. So if I look at that, I think home feels good. That's going to be a positive. House, that's pretty neutral, so I'm going to say that's the denotative. And then shack, that sounds negative. So do the practice for the next 4 on your own. Steed, nag, or horse. And a nag, what a nag is, if you don't know what it is, it's a really old horse. And if you kind of picture an old horse, it has a low sway back and just kind of bony and doesn't look very good. Steed is like your stallion. Big, beautiful. 3, demand, ask, request. And then 4, unique, strange, and weird. And finally 5, protest, rally, or riot. So take some time and decide which was which. Here are the answers. So number 1, like I said, home is positive, house is denotative, and 6 is negative. 2, steed is positive, nag is negative, horse is denotative. 3, demand is negative, ask is denotative, request is positive. 4, unique is positive, strange, denotative, weird, negative. And finally, 5, protest is denotative, rally, positive, riot, negative. So I'm going to scroll back to the beginning so you can look at this again, and I think you should write down some of these definitions for denotation and connotation here, just positive, negative, and then the exact definition of the word. So I hope you learned some. Good luck. Have fun. See you later.